Hi. Today, I just want to talk to you about reaching out. Now, lots of people sit at home, either, they've got social phobia. You might have children for the first time and you realize just how much it drags you down and how it can be soul sapping and not the life that you kind of thought being a mum would be. And I would like to think now in this day and age that people aren't like this. People who feel that they're the only ones going through it. People who sort of feel like they might be ridiculed if they reach out and say, "Hey, I'm not coping. I need a break from my kids. I am feeling really flat. I can't do my housework. Can you kind of come over and motivate me?" I would hope that we're in a time now where we all know that mental health exists, that stress actually is a thing, and it has physical health repercussions that affects the length of our life and the quality of our life. So I think with all that, people, I hope, are feeling a lot more confident in deciding to put their hand up, deciding to reach out. At school drop off, if you see a mum struggling with her 3 kids or even their 1 kid, even if it's just as small as just looking over and giving them a smile and going, mum life is tough or whatever, then that alone can make a difference. I know when my daughter first started prep, I was in a pretty crappy place. I've come forward leaps and bounds. What's that? Leaps and bounds from then, thank God. Anyway, I was feeling very inferior. I hated the school drop off. I felt like I didn't belong, and because I'm quite short, so that in itself makes me feel like I'm not an adult and I'm not equal to everyone else, because I'm the same size as some of the primary school kids. I remember some kids, when you're 4, coming up and measuring themselves up against me and seeing how much not very far they had to go before they got to my height or even taller. So it's very hard to be taken seriously, but that is my mindset. So if I can kind of get beyond that, I'll hold myself differently and I will project myself as someone to be taken seriously, despite my lack of height. But back to the topic about reaching out. I remember not feeling comfortable, being depressed. I remember losing my shit because of anxiety, kids not doing something properly, and I'd just be so angry and I'd be like freaking out, feeling so like, oh my God, my kids not listening to me. People are going to think I'm a bad mum because I can't get my kids to listen to me. Just like really stupid stuff. I feel now, being older and being in a different mindset and different sort of energy bubble, I see other people do it, and I remember going, oh, I don't judge them. Why would I be thinking people were judging me? I just wish I could go back and do it again. But, I can't guarantee that I'd be the person I am now if I went back then. So it's taken me, those years to grow and to learn that we need to be kind to each other, kind to other mums, and, just being there and looking out for people who aren't game enough to reach out. It's up to us as a society. If you've got kids, if you know any kids in your family, you've got nieces and nephews, do you want our planet to be a place where everyone can kind of feels like everyone's got each other's back? Then it starts with us. Our kids can see us looking out for other people. And I think the majority of the people do that. And I just want it to be worldwide. I want it to be where everyone realizes that we're all going through our own stuff. If someone's mean to you in a checkout, probably because they've had a pretty crappy day or a crappy night's sleep, or they've got a migraine and they have to go to work and they don't want to be there, all those sort of things. So, come from a place of love, because most times when people are having issues, it's because of them, not because they've got an issue with you. That's most of the time anyway. With some psychopath. But we'll leave that to Shane Dawson to talk about psychopaths, because I love when he spills the tea, because I'm just so hip. But yeah, so if you are one of those people who are having a hard time, reach out. Does not mean you have to reach out to a complete stranger. Call up parent helplines. Call up any kind of services that you have available in your community, and they're out there. You just got to look for them. And I've lent on them numerous occasions, ringing up being upset because my daughter was having a tantrum and I didn't know how to deal with tantrums. I was really scared of them and I feared them. And yeah, so I used to have to ring up all the time and ask for help, and they would either give me strategies to use or just let me know. They'd tell me their stories from when they were parents. That made me sort of feel like, okay, this is normal. This is normal chaos that I have to cope with. And I think they don't tell us that when we are growing up. And you just kind of think about having a family, and you just think it's going to be like, I know before I had kids, I thought once you had a child, I just listened to you. I thought because you were their parent, it just was an inbuilt thing that they heard your voice and they listened to you. And I could not have been further from the truth. And it was a pretty, sad. I realized that it wasn't true. And but yeah, and fighting it with depression and being not successful in tantrums and stuff like that created my anxiety to go through the roof. So it was a really, really bad kind of like circle that affected each other. So yeah, keep an eye out for people who aren't doing so well. Ask them, how are you? Like, no, but seriously, how are you? Life is tough. Are you doing okay? And then they might just go beyond that. Yeah, I'm okay. To actually opening up. And if you need someone to come and sit with you, ask your friend. If you're bloody, they're your friends, they should want to do it for you. And if they don't, then they're not a real friend, and you move on, you find some new ones. All right, I better go. At school pick up soon, and like and subscribe, as all the YouTubers say. I would love to have a conversation with more people other than just myself, and love to have more topics. Would like to hear how you've gotten through depression or gotten through childhood, gotten through parenthood, sorry, and anything that you want to share. I would love to hear from you.